Yo guys, what is up? It's your boy ProGamesPlayer and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna rank all the skins in Crash of Cars. Now, I guess the exception would be the country skins in the elite section, because I don't want to offend anyone from any of those countries, because, you know, that's not the whole purpose of this video. Rather, I'll just say what I think the skins, how they look on cars. But all the other skins I will rank. And how I will do this is I will give them a rating from 1 to 10. So let's begin. And we're going to start with the standard skin section going all the way to the special one. And we're starting off with this one. It's a very simple skin, but to be fair, I don't find much use in it. The only car I really use this on is the bomber plane, because it just looks cool on it, but on other cars, there's like nothing too special about this. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. Next, we have this checkered skin thing. I don't even use this skin at all. Unfortunately, this is gonna have to get a 1 out of 10. Now, the stripe one, I can see a lot of people using it because it is simple, but it does add a cool stripe. And me personally, I don't really use it, but it's a very basic skin. So again, I'm just gonna have to give this a 2 out of 10, just nothing too special. Then we have the flame skin. Now this is the non-animated flame skin, and I actually really like this one. You know, I do use it on a few cars, kind of in a funny context. This skin is actually one of the better ones. Like I said, I do use it on a few cars, but keep in mind that when you apply this skin, it doesn't change the color of the car. So if your car is like yellow, you would probably barely tell there's a flame skin applied to it. But I would say this is still a pretty good skin. I would give it a 5 out of 10. Next up is the cookie skin, and for this one, I don't know, I'm not using it at all. Like, it's a pretty funny skin, but I don't find any use in it. But I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10 just because it's a cookie skin, and why not cookies? The next skin is the bacon and eggs skin, and this one, I'm just not really feeling it. I'm gonna give this a 1 out of 10. I barely use this at all. And the next one is the Target skin. Why would you want to be the Target? 1 out of 10. Like, I don't know. I don't feel anything special there. The next one is the basketball skin. And again, this is a skin that I don't use, but it does have like a texture on it, so it's not all that bad. And I'm gonna say this is a 3 out of 10. Next up is the football skin, and I'm gonna go with the same as the basketball one. Like, you could use this as like some sort of black and white skin, not per se as a football skin. This is still gonna get a 3 out of 10 for me. And then obviously we have the different colors, like we have blue, purple, red, pink, green, and white. I'm not really gonna, well, how should I say? I'm not even sure if these are supposed to be ranked. These are just basic colors. But I'm just gonna give an average 5 out of 10, because I think that it's still cool that you can get to customize at least the color of your car. But I will actually do say one thing: there is no yellow color. Why is there no yellow color? It's pretty weird. There should be a fundamental basic color as yellow, but yeah, that's just how things are. And finally, there's the pizza skin. Again, this is one that I don't use, but in one of the, I think it was on the Crash of Cars website, it does say that you can apply this to the RC van. As it just says something of applying this to the RC van, but apart from that, I don't really use the skin, so I'm just gonna give it a 3 out of 10. Next up, we move over to the premium skin section. First of all, we have this stripe thing skin. It's not bad. Like, obviously I haven't bought it, and for most of these, you see I haven't bought these, but I can still rank them because I've seen them a couple of times. And I can tell you, this one I would actually buy. Like, you know, I would buy it, but I'm kind of saving up my money to open prize machines. So yeah, this is definitely the one I would buy. So I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10 as well. This present skin, it's pretty good, but I don't use it. Obviously I can't use it, I haven't bought it, but I won't really see myself using it, and that's why I haven't bought it. But it still looks pretty nice. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. Now this is a skin that, apart from having, a whole Christmas tree wallpaper situation, we also have some lights glowing, and I actually do use this on the Twinkle car, and I have to say it does really fit that car. And I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. I just think it's a really cool skin, and maybe you can find a use for it as well. Now this skin is really similar to that football skin, like it has the same thing going on, but this one I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10 because I kind of prefer this one more from the football skin. I just like it a little bit more, so this one's getting that score from me. Next up is the shiny psychedelic skin. This one is actually one of my favorite skins, because there are many here. I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10, but I'm giving it 8 out of 10 because there are some skins I like a lot more, and this is still a bit of a heavy skin on the eyes. Like, it's really reflective, really shiny, but it's a really cool looking one, so I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Next one is the bullets skin, like the one that makes the car look damaged. I only really apply this to the Survivor car because obviously it's a Survivor, but other than that, there's no real use for it. Like, I think there are even better colors for a tank, skins for a tank, so I'm thinking this one's gonna be a 3 out of 10. Next one is the graffiti skin, and I do use this on a few cars, and this actually looks really cool. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Next up is the lightning one, and this is the skin. It's so awesome. No, not the best, but as in such a great skin. 9 out of 10 for me. Really awesome. Next up is the rusty skin. Again, this is one I use barely, but it's not a bad skin. It's not bad. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10, mostly because there are only a few cars in the game you would say are rusty, so that they can deserve this sort of skin. Next up is the eye and teeth skin. There's one I don't really use. I actually don't think I use because, I don't know, I kind of don't like this skin. I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 10. Next one is this pink skin, and not that it's pink, but I really don't like this one. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. Next one is the piano skin. I don't really use this one. It's probably fun, but again, I don't really use this one. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. Next up, we have this rainbow skin, and again, this is one that I don't really use a lot, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. It's not that bad. Next up, we have the wood skin, and this one I also don't use, but it is more suitable for like a toy car in the game. So if there was like a toy car, like maybe a little toe, and you apply this, it would make sense. So yeah, but I don't really use this skin, but I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. Next up, we have the camouflage, or one of the camouflage skins, and this one is absolutely amazing. I don't want to spend my gems on an epic machine right now, but this is one that I really want to have. This one's getting a 7 out of 10. And the same for the carbon fiber skin. Again, really awesome. I don't have it, but I want to have it. 7 out of 10. And last, we have the peace skin. I can only think of one car I would put this on, but other than that, it's a pretty standard skin, but I would say this is still a 5 out of 10. Next up, we get to the elite skin section, and this is where we have all the countries, or at least, the country flags available. And I just will say that when you place them on a car, the country skins do look nice, like they're not glitched or anything. I think they did a good job of implementing these on the car, and it's fun. Like, if you have a country you want to represent, maybe your own, you can obviously choose a skin from here and apply it to your own car. But let's get to the skins I will actually rank. Here we have the Corral skin you earn from Prestige. This one's actually a really cool skin. I'd use it on one car, but I have to say, it looks pretty nice. Or maybe not. I'm just going to give this one a 5 out of 10. Next up, we have the Tiger skin. Pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Now, I don't really use this one a lot, but I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. I can see a lot of uses for it. Next up, we have the circuit board skin, and this one I don't really use a lot, but I do like the very vibrant green color that you may get if you didn't like the standard green color, which isn't as saturated. But it's a pretty cool skin, 6 out of 10. Then we have the white camo skin. I do use it on a few cars, or even if it's just one, it's a pretty cool skin, 6 out of 10. Then we have the blue flame skin, really awesome skin. I don't use it a lot, but it just has such a great look to it. I have no problems giving this a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have the disco ball skin. And this one, I don't really use a lot. Like, I get it's fun, but this is just not the skin for me. So I'm just gonna give this one a 4 out of 10. Like, there are obviously way better skins. Next up, we have the lava skin. And it's a very menacing skin. But if you ask me, I don't really like the skin too much. Like, I actually really don't use it a lot, but this is still a pretty great skin, so I'm gonna give this one a 5 out of 10. Next up, we have the turtle skin, and this one I really like. It just has a very cool shimmer effect to it. Such a great skin. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Next up, we have the red thing skin. Like, this is a red skin. It's something. Kind of looks like a cushion, but yeah, it's not a bad skin. But it's also not a special skin. I actually don't really use this one. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Next up, we have this space cosmic skin. This one I'm gonna give a 7 out of 10. Really cool skin. I don't use a lot, but it's a really cool one. Next up, we have the prestige skin. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I don't use it a lot, but I like this one. This is getting an 8 out of 10 from me. Then we have the black skin, or the matte black skin. Yeah, you know that I'm gonna like this one. If you want your color of the car to be black, this is the skin to get. 10 out of 10. Yes, our first 10 out of 10, but this is such a standard classic thing to want for a car. Why not? Then we have the second disco ball skin. And this one actually like more than the previous one. This one I'm gonna give a 6 out of 10, even though I don't use it a lot. This is a 6 out of 10 skin. Next, we have the silver skin. You can't go wrong with silver, and neither can I when I give this a 9 out of 10. Then we have the crazy psychedelic skin, even more crazy psychedelic than the previous one. I really like this one, 9 out of 10. And then we have the gold skin, and what more can you ask than the car that is golden? This is getting a 10 out of 10. And then we move over to the special section where we have the level 10 skin. This one, I think it's level 10. No, you actually unlock this when you complete 10 car quests, I think. I could be wrong, but either way, I don't use this skin a lot, but I can think of a few cars that will benefit from this skin. It's not my favorite, but I like it enough to give it a 4 out of 10. Next, we have the black music thing skin. I really like this one. I don't use it a lot, but I really like this one. I think this is an even deeper black than the previous black skin we saw in the elite section. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. Merely because you may not like the vinyl, the music bar thing that happens on the side. Because of that, yeah, it does get a point down, but this is still a pretty great skin. Next up, we have this crazy green Matrix-like skin. I really like this one, 10 out of 10. And this invisible skin, what else did you think I was going to say? This is a 10 out of 10. Then we have the flame skin. I don't have it, but I like all these three ones. I want to have it, and not only that, but I can only see this on a few cars. But still, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Yeah, like I said, it's a great skin, but not so great that I could place it on every single car. Then we have this very weird skin. I don't even know how to describe it. Classic color, classic skin, 10 out of 10. Really great color and skin. Next up we have the glossy black skin. And I can definitely see this on a few cars, but I can also see how you might like matte black more than glossy black. But hey, if you have a preference, you can choose. I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. I can't see this on every car, but on those that I can see, it just fits very perfectly. Then we have the candy skin, or lollipop skin, I guess, because there's another one that's the candy skin actually. This one I actually really like. I don't have it, but I do want to buy it. Obviously, it's the cheaper of the other 400 gem skins. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. Then we have the frozen ice skin, 10 out of 10. Then we have the jelly skin, and I think it's funny. It's not really for the looks, as it, not really that it looks cool or awesome, but rather just because it's funny. I like this one, but I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Like, I don't like it too much, but I like it enough to give it an 8 out of 10. Then we have I think this is more of an, like a Chinese or, Eastern Asian skin. I really like this one. I would like to have this one. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, just like the last one. Then we have the fuzzy skin. And the only car that I can think this would fit on is the Phantom. But yeah, this is not the skin I would see on any other cars. It looks really weird, really strange. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10. Then we have the Christmas skin, or the Christmas decoration 1 skin. It's not a bad skin, but it's also not the best. I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10 as well. Then we have the snow skin. I have this one, and I can confirm it's really worth it. 10 out of 10. Then we have the Halloween skin from 2020. Absolutely like the skin, but there are only a few cars I can think of where this would go, but those cars that can go with the skin, 9 out of 10. Then we have the chocolate skin. Tasty, but not my taste. No, I like chocolate, but I don't think this works on every car or on a lot of cars. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not really great, so that I can give it a higher rating. Then we have another disco type skin. This one has changing colors. It's not as wild, or it's not like the previous matte black one with the side vinyls, but this is a pretty good skin. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. Then we have the meteor skin. I really like this one. This is getting a 10 out of 10, no doubt. Then we have the candy skin. A bit more specific on which cars I want to see this skin on, but I really like this skin. I really do. This is also getting a 10 out of 10. Then we have the Christmas house skin. And this one, I am a bit on the fence. On the other hand, it does look interesting, but I don't really like the look of the skin. I'm gonna give this one a 3 out of 10. Then we have the absolutely crazy Christmas wrap skin, I guess. This one, it's not bad, but I don't really see where I would use this a lot. I think just like the last one, this is going to get a 3 out of 10. Now, don't get me wrong, this does sound pretty low, but I do like these skins, these previous ones. It's just that I haven't found what cars they would fit on, but these are still pretty good skins. And then lastly, the skin, which I think looks really awesome. I really like this skin. It's a great animation. Last skin of this video. This one is getting an 8 out of 10 for me. And those are all the skins in Clash of Cars ranked. That's it for today, guys. Make sure to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to watch my other videos, and I'll see you later. Peace.